Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, getting the best out of him will...
Oh, what a climb!
Del Piero is flagged offside.
Rummenigge, this is promising. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Xavi Alonso. Now, can they get him away? Pass is just off target.
Played out to the right.
First quarter of an hour gone. And this is Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Fernandes. And claimed it back swiftly. Fernandes. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he cuts out the supply. Del Piero. Now he's got space here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Serginho gets across to intercept that. That's a good, decent chance! Xavi Alonso plays a sharp little ball here. He won't be happy with that one. Is there any support? And he shoots! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other.
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Barcelona are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substitution.
And the action is back underway. He's on it, can he get away? No outsmarting him this time.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Kukçu cuts out the pass. Matías Cunha. And it's Xavi Alonso. Big chance!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Del Piero! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
No way through. And here's Del Piero. Maguire with a definite foul there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Oh, he's hit the bar! Xavi Alonso. And the pass is intercepted. Dixon. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Szoboszlai really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, that one's going nowhere.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Irwin. Irwin is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Couldn't squeeze it through. Yamal. That is good alertness. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Mbappe is onto this. Cleared without complication.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And reclaimed it in a trice. £1 minute to add, according to the board. And that's it. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Del Piero taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Great defending, strong and determined. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start...
And a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a promising position. Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! Goal! Milan! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rummenigge looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. And that's played in... Chance, surely! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Cherki.
Cherki made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Mateus, very much a man of this moment. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Mohamed Salah. Irwin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's tried one! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Mateus picks it up from the goal kick. Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That's really well cleared. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Probing pass. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's had it taken off him. Rafinha. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Nicely worked. Can he spark a counter here? Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their...
Can he finish? Oh, this looks sharp. Played out to the left flank. Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And here's Dani Olmo. He's got away. Out to the left it goes. Hit into the middle. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bullish header! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Rummenigge, and it's Olmo. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's in on goal. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And he's lost his man here, Dani Olmo.
There will be 1 minute.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Rummenigge. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And a quick reminder today, everybody.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Big header! Oh, he's hit the bar! Loose ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Barcelona! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Rafinha. Zanetti was in no mood for any of that. Now, can they get him away? Law! Law!
Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach.
And they're at it again, in double quick time. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by...
And a chance!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ball swung in. Keeper's dealt with that. A heavy challenge. It's run loose here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread it left. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's picked it up out wide. Baresi gets good distance on it. Foden, and there's green grass ahead of him, and he's managed to get free, and he's there to belt it away, and he's only too happy to take that back. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
He's having a shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And it's Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up.
Substitution.
And we're off again. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Irwin is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. Neymar. That's a sharp pass. He's in a good position here. Del Piero. Zanetti makes the interception. Foden. Raul. That's an imaginative pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's shifting through the gears here. Played in by a... It's a mighty effort! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Kukçu. Maciej Cunha. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. Del Piero. Great chance! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Irwin tries to play it through. Law receives it in a wide position. Shot a goal! Mateus. Raul. And he cuts out the supply. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Vermaelen spots it and intercepts. Over to the left. Nicely weighted ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Law. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He has found the way through. And that's a... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Corner given. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he thumps it clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Neymar is behind this one. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
excellent! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
A true beauty. And we're done. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Law claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Couldn't squeeze it through. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers.
Can he finish? And that has fair fizzed.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well read, nice interception. Quality ball. First quarter of an hour gone. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mohamed Salah, very much a man of this moment. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's gone for goal! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Now it's Doué. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Doué! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mohamed Salah, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That's a little off target. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mateus. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Hullet. Adriano. Played back towards his own goal.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Mohamed Salah. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Doué. And the first half is done. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And now, please turn towards
Still
the
waiting for this to
screen
take
for a
off.
special
It's goalless at
presentation
half-time.
featuring our guest performers today.
And the second half gets underway. So the first half brought no goals. Doué. Doué cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And here's Doué. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Rummenigge. And it's Doué. Looking for the run. Del Piero is on to... Shot a goal! That's another chance! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now, can they get him away? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Goes for the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And it's made its way to him. Irwin is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He's having a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Big header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And it's Salah. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard.
It's Adriano! Goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Now it's Cruyff. And that has left him in a heap. Rummenigge.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Hullet. Adriano. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona may have thrown this away at the death.
Taking place.
To increase the lead.
Terrific save by Manuel.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effort. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
The action has already started.
And here's Batistuta.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Foden looking to run onto it.
And that is a little undercooked. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first.
Oh, smashing header! He scored!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. Cannavaro. Cafu. Cross needs shoots!
Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
You run short of superlatives. That was extra special.
Wow, now that...
And he's had a hit. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Mateus!
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rummenigge.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Messi. Cafu.
Hit into the middle. He's got tall. Really well taken goal. And the comeback is complete.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Neymar. Xavi Alonso. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta. Knocks it out wide. Neymar. And that has found him in acres of space. Van Dijk can get it clear. Foden. Del Piero. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. Rummenigge. Ball's...
He rises! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
There will be 3 minutes out of time.
Rummenigge. Foden. And this is Del Piero. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And there's the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
So off we go once more.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Messi plays it short. Crosses it in. Big header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And he skips past his man. And the ball is out of play. Now it's Neymar. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Alonso, good strong midfield running. He's going for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Del Piero.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Barcelona have their third corner. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Neymar has found the net here, of course. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Big chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And it's Neymar. Ronaldinho. Rummenigge. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. Chance, surely! And it's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pass somewhat off target.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Messi.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Goes long and straight. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
And they're quick to get it back. Little doubt, that is a foul. Dixon. Oh, nice touch. Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Knocks it into space. Neymar gets into some space. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cross needs to be good. And that should...
Platini! Oh, that is... In he goes again! And it's a goal!
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment.
And Owen!
And he's there to belt it away. And here's Bergkamp. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He has a look.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things...
Tries a shot! Batistuta! Glorious! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they get themselves in front!
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Terrific header! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And that was very necessary. Now it's Owen.
Owen!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner.
Big header! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Cannavaro was in no mood for any of that. Platini. And it's Batistuta. And here's Neymar. And there's the end of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. The second half then, just getting going.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough and he knows it.
And this is Messi. And Messi! Now, who's going to be first? Has another go! Kukçu is always looking to break lines.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Strong running down that left flank. Looking for options for movement. Oh, important interception. Neymar. That's a good run down the left. 60 minutes played. Bergkamp. And they can counter here. Now it's Messi. Now it's Platini. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
It's out for a goal kick. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Owen. Bergkamp. Owen. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's heaved it away. And they're back on the ball again. Nice sequence of passes, this. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Neymar. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Owen! Owen! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. Del Piero is standing over this one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! About as smooth as it gets! And the game is well and truly turned on its head!
That was beautiful, something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Cafu is flagged offside.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he's had it nicked away. Szoboszlai. And it's Bergkamp.
2 added minutes has been
Has a
indicated.
look and plays it forward. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Cafu. And there goes the final whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Del Piero. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Well, and the finish! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So, a breakthrough already. Ajax looking to pass their way through. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Iniesta.
Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Owen. He's a sharp little ball here.
And Owen!
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Kukçu. Owen. Oh, good take in a good area.
Decent chance! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Aimed beyond the defence. Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner.
Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
Rafael Varane certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Pirlo. Davids. And it's Varane. Now Pirlo. Rafael Varane. Ajax finding their passes. And the pass is intercepted. Just eases him off the ball. 5 minutes till the break. Pirlo. Cherki. Good purposeful running this. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Dembele. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter.
Please make sure
The
to
boss
watch
will
the
be
screen
demanding
for
the same
information
level of
bulletin
intensity
from the
from his
regional
team.
police department.
So I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Barcelona are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. That's a lovely, neat
Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Busquets turns back here, probably the best option. Rafael Varane. And it's Davids. Looking for a runner. Nesta cuts out the pass. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Davids. Iniesta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hullet. Del Piero.
And a chance!
Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Maldini is there to clear. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's forced to go back. Busquets. Now Davids. Pirlo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And it's Seedorf.
Takes a shot!
It's their second corner of the game.
Up he goes! And he hits the net!
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Ajax can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Iniesta. Davids. Maldini is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Oh, super ball!
He's having a shot!
Ajax really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That's the keeper's ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's a win that came as a result of an ideal start, Peter. A high-octane start at that, and they set the tone and never really let go, as good as it can get.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity in addition to his finishing now.
And a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective.
Now it's Foden. Soboslai. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And here's Forlan. Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. This looks promising. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for them.
Oh, what a climb! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Rummenigge is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Threads one in. Foden. And he's managed to get free. Played in.
He rises! Oh, that's another chance! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Mendy promptly onto that, and that is that. Forlan. Doué. Rummenigge.
Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Gullit picks it up from the goal kick. Done delicately. Oh, no joy this time.
There will be 1 minute added
Gerrard.
time.
And Best. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. There's the whistle for half-time. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Now it's Villa. Doué. Ambitious ball here. It's played through for him. Cleared away. Good effort from distance.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Konate gets over and intercepts. And that has put paid to that. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dixon.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great ball if he can get there. Irwin is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rodri. Change of plan here, perhaps.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Forlan. David Villa. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And it's Gullit. Now it's Foden. Rummenigge. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Is there any support? He might not need it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Villa. Goes looking wide. Great vision. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
And that is as far as they're going to go. David Villa.
Chance for a shot! It's in! And what a climax we have here!
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that though, and somehow he found the angle. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Szoboszlai voted man of the match. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Oh, good-looking ball. Fiore. And here's Suarez. He's having a go. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's straight offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Zanetti. And here's Bergkamp. Fiore. Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Knocks it into space.
There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And here's Dani Olmo! It's hit the upright. Santos trying to orchestrate a breakaway here. Shoots!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Luis Suarez. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Owen. Now it's Dani Olmo. Well timed, excellent interception. Conte. And the pass is intercepted. And he was quick to react. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And here's Owen, played out to the left flank. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Dixon. Chance! Conte. Now it's Alvarez. And that is a little undercooked.
There will be
Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Alvarez. Dani Olmo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Can he finish? They've done it!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. Good ball, good take. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And he has been fouled there. It's played through for him. And it's Neymar. He's tried one! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apology. Chance for a shot! And again! It's in! They're back within reach! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, what a... Takes a shot! And he hits the net! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And with that, the hat-trick is up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Looking to play him in. Belletti, he's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And here's Owen. Rijkaard. And this is Owen. Now it's Messi. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Neymar, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. And we have our very first corner. He rises! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing.
Goes looking wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar going full tilt down the left. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, lovely feed, he is such... And the finish! Neymar, now it's Del Piero. Adams spots it and intercepts. He has found the way through. Rummenigge, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into chance!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Good take, and is he... Shot at goal! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's a searching pass. Rummenigge. He's had it taken off him. Rummenigge! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Del Piero goes short. Turkey are looking to go forward now. Schneider. A probing pass. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's a key interception. Schneider. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, super ball! He's had a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Dani Olmo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really
purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Always onto this. Oh, this is a great position. De Bruyne. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Barcelona very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Here we go again. Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. Can he get on the end of this? There's the crossfield ball. Zaire Emery. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. He's found a way through. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rummenigge had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And he was alert to it. And De Bruyne! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Irwin is there to clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Good reason for optimism here. Climbs up big! And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge. De Bruyne carries the ball down the right. And this is Vieri. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's worked it through. Oh, good. Can he finish? He scored! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Corner number 3 coming up. He gets big! And that is faded wide. Neymar. The message is clear, none shall pass. Neymar picks it up out wide. Shoots! No mistake! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really...
Decent chance! Really well taken goal. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty...
He's got tall. It's there.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's barking out the orders now.
Del Piero! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
It's a mighty effort!
And he's there to get it away. Tries to pass it through. Decent progress down the left. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
Just a quick announcement.
Rummenigge, very much the hero in this game.
Please watch the screen.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up.
And he's had a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hazard is offering a wry smile there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, that one's going nowhere. And there isn't a whole lot anyone can do with that corner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a pretty loose pass. And no, he's seen through all of that. And here's Neymar. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Pull it. Oh, this looks sharp. And he cuts out the supply. Tries to play it through. Doué. He is through here. Ferdinand with the clearance. Kukçu puts his foot on the gas. Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. 0-0 still, no lack of chances though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Knocks it out wide. Irwin. Doué. Oh, what has happened here? Played it again. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion. That's a...
Hazard! Hazard! The man's a genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
It's Adriano! Oh, within an inch or two.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Pirlo powering forward here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Baresi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's superb.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now the cross. A header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And here's Hazard.
Oh, great feat, that.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a very... Tries a shot!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Adriano. Now it's Hazard. Caresses it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that is expertly dealt with. Pullet, the man we've all come to watch. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And here's Doué.
Doué really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary.
He's going for goal! Oh, fantastic from Platini! About as smooth as it gets. And the comeback is complete.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Hazard!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
It's Hazard! It's hit the crossbar.
Neymar, Adriano,
And he shoots! He's got a goal!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Neymar goes on a run down the left wing. Luis Suarez.
Decent chance!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Michel Platini.
Platini! Oh, it's come off the upright.
That's going to go a long way. Pirlo. Platini is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Shoots!
They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
He's having a hit!
And no one is overly concerned about that. Thuram. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. That's at the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right player.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Sends it crossfield. And the pass is intercepted. Chiellini. Perez in acres of space out wide. Rijkaard can get it clear. Now, can they get him away? Irwin, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now this could be a chance.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Perez gets a good foot in there. Foden. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Batistuta. Shot at goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Del Piero getting this one clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That is good alertness. That pass has been well intercepted. Soboslai. Beckenbauer. Now it's Perez. Oh, easy pickings there. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Corner number 2 then. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, he's been caught napping. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Plays a sharp little ball here.